Is the government putting its political opponents under surveillance? Terengganu MB Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar made an explosive claim today, alleging that his every move and call is being monitored.
Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar has claimed he's under surveillance by state actors. He said he's been tagged under the Travel Control Office or Order or TCO, a domestic security designation used on those allegedly seen as threats. According to him, the status allows round-the-clock monitoring of movements, calls and personal interactions. Samsuri believes it's being used as a political weapon, masked as national security but aimed at silencing dissent. He also claimed his travel across Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak now requires extra clearance. The past Vice President described the surveillance as intrusive, saying he's sure his phone is tapped and that he's being followed everywhere. He added he's not alone. Another top opposition figure has also reportedly been flagged under the same tier. Samsuri stressed that both he and his fellow opposition leader will not remain silent and will raise the issue in Parliament.
Another day, another communist claim. Para-opposition leader Razman Zakaria is once again accusing DAP of unconstitutional values and communist ties, but DAP youth isn't letting it slide. DAP Youth Chief Wu Ka-leong has fired back at para-opposition leader Razman Zakaria, calling him the slander king and urging him to self-reflect. This comes after Razman posted a video accusing DAP once again of having unconstitutional principles and supporting communism. Wu dismissed the claim as a recycled political tactic by PAS, especially during election season. He pointed out that if DAP's multiracial struggle was truly unconstitutional, the Perikatan national government would have moved to ban the party. In the same video, Razman also tried to revive the Chin Peng issue, linking DAP to the return of the former communist leader's ashes in 2019.
Chin Peng ni siapa dia? Parti dulu berak kita tahu lah. Macam mana orang Melayu bukan skor potong kaki apa semua perjuangan komunis. Dia pun nak angkat ke perjuangan komunis ni? Siapa yang awak mari ni, apa pentingnya awak mari? Dia pun nak berjuang benda tu lah.
Wu hit back, saying many Chinese families also suffered during the communist insurgency and such claims are baseless. He also reminded Razman that Kepala Batas MP Siti Mastura was slapped with over 800,000 ringgit in damages for making similar allegations. Is the Putra Heights relief effort being used as a political tool? DAP's Anthony Loke fires back at critics, insisting the focus should be on aiding victims and not politicizing the disaster.
DAP Secretary-General Anthony Loke has defended his fiery shut-up remark, saying it was aimed at those politicizing the party's disaster relief efforts. Speaking in a Malaysia Chinese podcast that was released last night, Loke admitted he was emotional when he lashed out at critics over the weekend.
我们去帮忙人家，为什么你还是要用这些课题来攻击我们呢？我们知道这是有些人去带方向的，所以我就用那句话呢，你不要帮，你就是diam啦。
The Transport Minister has berated those questioning DAP's fund for victims of the gas pipeline explosion in Putra Heights. Though he didn't name anyone, DAP insiders suspect the criticism came from MCA-linked cyber troopers, a claim dismissed by MCA Youth Deputy Chief Mike Chong. As of yesterday, DAP's relief fund, initiated by the party publicity secretary Yeo Bee Yin, has raised over 800,000 ringgit. Luke added that he visited the site 3 times in a week, despite it not being his constituency or under his ministry. He insisted the focus should be on helping victims and not scoring political points, even if it meant risking a PR fallout.
Moving on to the next story, can the controversial videos in the Sabah bribery case be trusted? MACC Chief Azam Baki says the footage is under scrutiny, but the investigation into State Assembly persons accepting bribes is far from over. MACC Chief Azam Baki says the Commission is still waiting for a forensic report on the Sabah scandal videos submitted on March 11th. He stressed that the investigation involving State Assembly persons is ongoing and not something that can be swept under the rug.
Jadi saya telah terangkan dulu ada 2 kertas siasatan terhadap beliau sendiri dengan seorang bekas pengarah mineral Sabah tu sedang disiasat dan juga polis telah siasat kes berkenaan dan juga termasuk kes video yang menjadi isu utama dalam ini. Kita sedang siasat dan masih lagi dalam siasatan kerana ada perkembangan terbaru.
Azam also dismissed the videos published by Malaysia Kini since November, saying they were heavily edited and can't be used as evidence. He said the clips were sent to the MACC Certified Forensics Lab, where experts concluded the footage was edited and not authentic. Azam's remarks come amid public pressure for transparency in the high-profile Sabah probe. The whistleblower, known as Albert, also revealed a trove of WhatsApp messages showing alleged conversations with the assembly persons. He accused them of accepting bribes in exchange for mineral exploration licenses.
Did a Chinese school in Teluk Intan alter the national anthem? Pro-PIAN activist Ratu Naga is arrested after making the controversial claim that went viral. Police have arrested pro-Perikatan national activist Sharul Ema Rina Abu Sama, also known as Ratu Naga, over a controversial claim she made online. She alleged that a Chinese school in Teluk Intan sang the national anthem Negaraku in Chinese, a claim that quickly went viral. But in reality, the students were singing the Perak state anthem, which shares the same melody as Negaraku. According to her lawyer Zaid Malik, she was picked up in Petaling Jaya around noon and is being investigated under the Sedition Act and the Communications and Multimedia Act. The arrest came after Deputy Education Minister Wong Kah-Wo's aide lodged a police report. Sharul Ema has since tried to deflect blame, accusing Pakatan Harapan cyber troopers of spreading the video and claims she deleted it within 10 minutes.
Benda ni jadi besar disebabkan geng Madani sengaja viralkan dan pembesarkan untuk hentam saya sebab saya ada pengkritik Madani DAP nombor 1.
Tariffs in, tariffs out. A 90-day pause on new tariffs gives Malaysia and other countries some relief, but a sharp escalation in the US-China tariff war signals more volatility ahead.
U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a 90-day pause on the controversial reciprocal tariffs that just came into effect. This includes the 24% tariff on Malaysian imports, which will now be reduced to 10%, the baseline rate applied to most countries. Trump announced it on the Truth social platform, saying over 75 countries have reached out to negotiate and have not retaliated. He said the pause was also due to negative market reactions, adding that some people were getting a little bit afraid. The move shifts from his earlier stance that his policies will never change. However, the tariff war with China is far from over. Trump announced a steep 125% tariff on Chinese imports. Trump said he hopes China will soon realize that its trade practices are no longer sustainable or acceptable to the US and other countries. Meanwhile, Malaysia has welcomed the reprieve, with Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Tengku Zafrul saying it offers some relief but warns of growing uncertainty for ASEAN economies. He is set to lead a Malaysian delegation to Washington by the end of the month to push for further talks.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching KiniNews.